Hello everyone.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of What Sold Saturday.
Welcome to another angle of my childhood bedroom. Yes, you can probably tell by the blue walls. I am once again in my childhood bedroom. I am in Minnesota still, and Ryan is still at his parents', so we've actually been apart for about a week and a half, I believe.
So I feel like the past multiple What Sold Saturdays, I'm with my parents. It is my last weekend to be in Des Moines before we move, so I'm saying goodbye to all the friends. I'm going to all my favorite places safely, doing all the things that I will no longer be able to do when I'm 4 hours away in the wonderful utopia that is the Twin Cities.
So the videos that we had together, we had pre-filmed like our collab and stuff, which I hope that you guys enjoyed the collab. We had a really good time filming it. Melinda was a blast to talk to. It was so easy to just keep talking to her. We could have done it for hours and hours. And I hope you guys liked it. This What Sold Saturday covers the week of the 27th through the 2nd. So we are now into April. That means that we're even deeper into spring. So I'm super excited about that. It's actually super nice outside today. As soon as I'm done filming, I'm gonna go edit on my parents' deck. And I actually bought some flowers today, which are super cute. Maybe I'll put in a little footage of that at the end. But I'm excited that we're finally getting into some nice weather. I've been putting spring in some of my descriptions and some of my titles. So this week covers the 27th through the 2nd, like I said.
This week was really slow for me personally. I am trying to kind of like tone down the Poshmark for a little bit just until we move and things get resettled and like, you know, everything isn't crazy. I'm also trying to finish my final semester of classes before I start student teaching. So it is this like, I have all these other like really big life things that I need to do before I can really focus on Poshmark again. But don't worry, we'll get there.
This week was pretty good for sales. I've been quite busy, so I haven't been sharing as much as I'd like to, but I definitely had quite a few sales, and I hope you guys did too. Before jumping in to What Sold Saturday, I did really quickly want to say that we have a new P.O. box. So technically, we do still own our old one for one more month, but if you, for some reason, wanted to send something to our P.O. box, or you were planning on it, or wanting to write us a letter, we now have a new P.O. box. I'll put it at the bottom right here, and it'll be in the description of all of our videos. And that's our new one. So since we're moving, we got a new one. We got it a month early so that we can like clear out the old one and start using this one.
So let's get into this week's sales.
Let's jump into What Sold Saturday, and then also Ryan and I will be back together tomorrow. So all the What Sold Saturdays and everything coming up will finally be reunited. We'll be together in all the videos. This is the last separated video. On the 27th, I only had one sale.
This week covers the 27th through the 2nd, and on the 27th, I only had 3 sales, but they were all amazing and perfect. Okay, so the first one was a bundle that went to Megan. Megan got this really cute Urban Outfitters blue denim dad hat, this pair of New Without Tag Athleta purple floral Baja shorts, and this really cute pair of Free People Gola, which is now a new sneaker bolo. I got these at Goodwill less than a month ago, and they actually had a lot of attention. They did really well, so I would say pick them up. They were called the Grand Slam sneakers. A bundle sold for $100. I made $80. Then I sold this Vince short sleeve collarless cotton shift dress, sold for $60 with free shipping because I wanted to move it. I found it in the bin. Then I got $40.55 after that shipping discount. Then my last on the 27th was this Frank and Eileen blue paisley collared linen top, sold for $20 with a shipping discount. This did unfortunately have some small stains on it, and I think the style just like wasn't super popular and super trendy, so it didn't sell for as much as some of the Frank and Eileen like flannel pieces can. But for $20 with a shipping discount, I made $13.54.
So like I said, I only had one sale on the 22nd. It was a pretty slow start to the week, but that's okay. It was this vintage Yellowstone patch trucker hat. It sold for $20 and I got 16, even though I saw someone comment that I could have gotten like 100 for that, but I'll take a 20. On the 28th, I had 5 sales.
I'm realizing one, if you can hear anybody walking upstairs, it's my mom and my dad, sorry. 2, the 28th, I only had 1 sale, and it was this vintage floral blue button front cardigan, granny core, which is another one of the cottage core terms under that big umbrella. Sold for $30 with a shipping discount. I made $21.54.
My first sale was one of my absolute favorite brands to sell. I love, love, love selling it. It's always like a thrill because if you find a rare one, which I guess this one was, they sell in like 10 seconds. So I've sold this Gal Meets Glam floral button satin Carla dress. It sold for $70 and gave me $56. Then I sold these Anthropologie DL 1961 Patty High raw jeans. They sold for $27 and gave me $19.14. Then I sold these Free People Romeo Peekaboo flare sleeve dress. This sold for $20 and gave me $16. I would have liked to get more, but it also had a small flaw, so I'm totally okay with that. Then I sold these Jules Butterfly Molly Wellies rain boots. I know that a lot of you who watched this haul really liked these, and I did too. The print was super cute with the butterflies. Colors were super cute. Sold for $30, gave me $24. I saw comps were around like 40-ish each, and I think I started them at 50. They sold super quick, so I was like, sure. Then another one of my absolute favorite brands to sell, the Self-Portrait Lilac Lace Floral Tiered Maxi Dress. It sold in under 24 hours for $200, and I get 160, and I think I may have paid around 55, so that's awesome. Then to Jill, an icon. I love Jill. I was actually chit-chatting with her on Posh in the comments earlier today. She is so freaking sweet, and she asked me if Mike's gonna be in the wedding, and I said yes, Mike is gonna be our ring bearer, so that's gonna be adorable. I'm gonna get him a little tie and stuff. But anyways, Jill purchased this Rag & Bone Snake Python Vegas visor hat for $40, and I get $29.54. And of course, she left a super nice love note because Jill is an icon. On the 29th, I had 4 sales.
And then on the 29th, I had 3 sales. My first of which being this vintage Spam graphic navy blue logo t-shirt. This was part of my own collection, collezione, if you will. And it did hurt me to let it go, but I just didn't wear it as much as I used to, and it now belongs to somebody who will love and cherish it and rock a Spam t-shirt as much as I did. Sold for $16, I made $12.80. Then I sold this Urban Outfitters Kimchi Blue Lavender Pink Wrap Sweater, sold for $20, I made $16. And then my last on the 29th was this pair of Allbirds Gray Orange Men's Wool Runners. These were mine. I just didn't wear them as much as I really wanted to, and now that I have like other sneakers that I tend to gravitate towards more, these kind of got put to the back of the closet. So, but they went to a lovely new home. That's all that matters.
My first sale was a pretty low one. It was this vintage Wisconsin collegiate varsity hoodie. These had like a moment where they were super popular. They probably still are, but this only sold for 15 and I got 12, but that's totally fine. I was just seeing if I could sell a trend. Then I sold these Adidas wide leg track pants to Dominique. So thank you, Dominique. Right after my haul, she popped over and snatched these, which I totally appreciate. She's super sweet, and she offered me 25, and so I accepted, and I get 20. Then I sold this Cacique silver metallic lace ladder bra, which you guys taught me is actually a Lane Bryant company, and the Cacique bras are quite expensive. They're like $56 or $60, so I always get them at the bins. This pair, is a bra a pair? No, a bra is like singular. It's not a pair of bra. Anyways, sold for 20. And I get 16. Then I sold this Old Navy Women Empowerment graphic tee. It sold for 12 and gave me $9.05, and that was it for my 29th. On the 30th, I had 3 sales.
And on the 30th, I only had 1 as well. That sale being this Coach Sea Dream, which is the name of the print, which is a very sought after print. Unfortunately, with this piece, it just had a little bit too much wear on it to get some of the higher dollar amounts. Coach Sea Dream Blue keychain card holder sold for $18. I made $14.40.
My first sale was this Anthropologie ASTR Lavender Floral Spring Blouse, and it sold for $30, and I get $21.54. Then to Janice. Hello, Janice, and thank you for your patience, because she actually purchased these from me on the 30th. It is now April 3rd, and I still haven't shipped them because one of the items is not in Minnesota, and the other 2 items are here. So Janice bought this bundle of this Gymshark Mary Plum ribbed knit pair of leggings, Levi's 501 raw hem medium wash jeans, and Madewell ribbed thick knit cardigan, and she offered me 100 on those, and so I will get 80, and I warned her ahead of time before I accepted the offer that she was gonna have to wait just a little bit for shipping, and she was super understanding, so thank you, Janice. You are amazing. Then my last one on the 30th was this American Eagle floral embroidered puff sweater. This is like the only piece by American Eagle that I actually like selling, and I'd probably buy it at a thrift store. Sold for 25, and I get 20. On the 31st, I had 4 sales.
And then on the 31st, which was my little pickup day in my sales, I did have 7. The first of which being this bundle of Garden Gangster Plants gray graphic tee and these American Apparel cuffed high-rise denim shorts, which if you remember were in the Chicago haul from I think last week. Sold for 45, I made 36. Next was this vintage floral cottagecore tray. Unfortunately, this picture is awful. I didn't have time to run it through Lightroom, so I apologize for that. I sold for 15, I made 12. Then I sold this Longchamp olive green medium Le Pliage nylon tote, sold for 35, I made 28. Next was a bundle into Amelia. She got this really fun vintage tie-dye novelty fish outdoor t-shirt. I love the big tie-dye like animal print t-shirts. I think they're super funny. And then this Free People long sleeve tunic floral print dress, size large. Bundle sold for $60, I made 48. Then I sold this Blue Life green side slit swim cover maxi dress. Blue Life is one of those brands that like, I think it's mainly sold in boutiques, but it does a lot with like swim covers and like beach wear. Like it's very like beachy, and it has a little bit of a following, and I definitely will never pay up for it, but like it still sells pretty well, and it sells pretty consistently for about $30 to $40. This piece sold for $30. I made $24. My next sale on the 31st were these blue raffia moon tassel earrings, sold for $12. I made $9.05. And then my last on the 31st was this Adidas 90s streetwear logo mint short sleeve shirt, sold for $25. With a shipping discount, I made $17.54.
My first sale was this Free People Levi's mini classic wash skirt, sold for $35, and I get $25.54. Then I sold this Madewell polka dot leopard bandana, and it sold for $12 and gave me $9.05. It was new tags, it was from the bins. I would never buy this at a thrift store unless it was like maybe 99 cents. It actually had tons of likes. Then I sold this Zara floral long sleeve printed mini dress, and I put in the description that it was worn by, what's her name? The Schitt's Creek girl. I have only seen a couple episodes, so I cannot. Alexis. It was worn by Alexis on Schitt's Creek. So I put a picture, a screenshot from the episode, and I put it in the description, and it sold super, super fast. So I'm assuming that's why. It sold for $40 and I get $32. Then I sold this J. Crew Hawaiian print shoulderless, even though it is strapless, I have come to find out, dress, and it sold for $40 and gave me $29.54. And that is it for my 31st. So moving into April, on April 1st, I actually had my most amount of sales for any day this week, and I had 9 sales.
And on the 1st of the month, good old April Fool's Day, I had 4 sales. My first of which being a bundle of this Meow Gold Wire Artist necklace. Cat Lady is the title that I chose to associate with that. I think it was funny. I would have worn it. I loved it. Jeffrey Campbell Forester black rain boots. The bundle sold for $50 and I made $40. Then I sold this pair of Urban Outfitters pink eye slippers, medium. So there's a funny story behind these. So Jack had these forever. They were a bins find from like, I think last summer or 2 summers ago maybe. He couldn't sell them. Couldn't sell them at all. And I sold them in a week. I love Urban Outfitters. It sold for $18. I made $14.40. Then I sold this vintage mushroom hippie tapestry. It sold for $45. I made $36. This was a bins find, and usually when I find tapestries, I leave them behind. This one, though, I could tell was an authentic one from the 70s. It had that feel. It was so beautiful. All the colors were so pretty, and I made $36 off of that. Sold for $45. And then my last on the 1st was this Anthropologie Dolan white flounce short sleeve top. Sold for $30, and I made $24.
My first sale was this pair of Anthropologie Superga Tiger Velvet sneakers. They sold for $35 and I get $28. Then to Kelly, hello Kelly. I was chit-chatting with her on Poshmark as well. She is originally from Minnesota, which is awesome, and now she lives in Arizona, which is another awesome place. I've visited there a few times. Very different places, but both very nice. She bought this Zara fringe tweed long coat, blogger favorite, for $50 and I get $40. So Kel I am, thank you for your sale. That's her username. She explained it to me. It's like Will I Am, which is hilarious because in middle school, I was obsessed with the Black Eyed Peas. Now I look back and I'm like, why? I don't know, but I was. Then I sold another Gal Meets Glam dress. This was another rare one apparently, the Madeline olive button dress. This sold for $100, but it was missing the belt that goes with it. I listed it and literally I went in to edit the listing to say missing belt. All I had done was hit submit and already it was reserved and she bought it that fast. So then I commented and I'm like, it's missing a belt. I was gonna add that to the description, but I wasn't able to. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna cancel. So she canceled. And so actually I was like, since it sold so fast, I was like, I'm gonna mark this up. So I edited it, put in that there's no belt, and marked it to 130, and it sold instantly again. So I probably should have went even higher, but it sold for 130 and I get 104. And it was missing a belt. That's why I love selling Gal Meets Glam. Then to Jill once again, as Ryan would say, Jill came back. She hadn't had enough, so she came back to my store and she bought these pair of Dolls Kill platform rubber mules. They look like the Balenciaga Crocs. These actually were purchased for me, so they're from my own personal collection, but a woman's size 11 did not fit. I was kind of hoping, since you can wear it like a mule, that maybe like my foot could just hang out a little or something, but it was not gonna work. So sold for $40 and I get $32. Then I sold this pair of Spanx sequin panel faux leather leggings. They sold for $55 and gave me $44. Another brand that I love to sell. Then I sold this Anthropologie Mo Vint open knit cardigan, sold for $22, I get $17.60. Sold this Universal Standard black denim pair of jeans, then they sold for $25 and I get $20. Then I sold this Anthropologie multicolor laced embroidered top for $30 and I get $21.54. And last on the first, I sold these Athleta Brooklyn ankle athletic jogger pants and they sold for $30 and I get $24. And those sold in like 2 or 3 days. I do not buy Athleta or Lulu super often at the thrift store anymore, but this was the new label and I think I had known that these were kind of a popular style, so I picked them up. So on the last day of What Sold Saturday, April 2nd, or yesterday, I had 3 sales.
And unfortunately, on the second, I didn't have any sales.
My first sale was this Anthropologie Cartonnier Oxford jumpsuit and it sold for $35 and I get $28. This took a long time to sell and that's unfortunate. I don't know what it is with jumpsuits, but like sometimes they just take me forever to sell. Even though I feel like they're so cute, everyone likes them, they're expensive retail, so I don't know, but it sold for $35 and I get $28. Then for my own personal collection, I sold this Adidas Originals purple graphic print tee and it sold for $25 and I get $20. And last but not least for the week, I sold this terracotta paint drip handle pot. Sold for $22 and I get $16.10. So that is it for my sales this week.
My gross for the week was $649.
My gross for the week was $1,220.
With my net being $504.36 after the Poshmark 20% and the shipping discounts that I gave this week. I think $500 is pretty good for literally not doing anything, which I feel like is something I've said many What Sold Saturdays in a row.
And my net was $954.50. So that is quite a good week in my opinion. I know that Ryan and I keep saying the whole thing of like, because we haven't been doing much work, which is like kind of true. I've been sourcing and listing like a mad person, but I have not been sharing almost at all. So it is kind of true with the move and everything. As you can see, like this room is in shambles because I'm trying to completely get rid of a bunch and rearrange and stuff for our move. Lots going on, lots and lots going on. So honestly, for all of April, because we move April 30th, for all of April, I am totally okay with my sales maybe just being a little bit down because I am kind of expecting it. I just don't have the time to put tons and tons of nonstop effort in for now. But in May, we'll have moved and everything should just take off from there. So
tell me how your What Sold Saturday went. What was the favorite thing you sold this week? You know, what was your best sale? Was there anything that you moved that you were really excited to see go? Tell me all the things. And I hope everybody has an amazing week.
Anyways, let me know how you guys' sales week was. I hope it was good. And happy April.
And we will see you on Tuesday.
For something that I am not sure about yet. We will see you on Tuesday. Together. Goodbye. Here are my new little viola flowers. I just like love the colors. This set, the blues, and the purples with the little like specks. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And there's Mike. Mike. And there's Misty. Are you having fun on the deck, Mist? Mist?